Imagine getting a sort of crystal ball view, just for a moment,
Hmm.
into a really vital corner of manufacturing,
Hmm.
understanding where it's headed, why it matters,
Hmm.
all in one focused session.
That's the plan.
That's exactly what we're aiming for today. We're doing a deep dive into the pipe and tube bending machine market.
Yeah, sounds maybe a bit niche at first glance.
Right. You might think pipe bending, really.
Mhm.
But honestly, this is fundamental stuff.
It really is. It's the backbone for huge industries. Think automotive, aerospace, construction.
Shipbuilding, general manufacturing, I mean, sectors that literally shape the world around us.
Exactly. And we've got some solid data to work with here. We've been looking at a recent market study by Cognitive Market Research.
Okay.
Think of it like a shortcut, a cheat sheet to the key trends, the opportunities experts are seeing right now.
So our mission, then, is to pull out the most important nuggets for our listeners.
Precisely. Make sense of the current state, the trends, the future potential, without getting bogged down in, excessive detail.
Yeah, because you flagged this for us, and maybe you're curious about manufacturing trends generally, or the impact of automation,
Which is huge here.
or even just the technologies underneath it all, the ones that shape the products we use every day. So yeah, let's unpack it. What does this study tell us? Where are things right now?
Okay, so current market overview. The study estimates the market size for 2024 at roughly 5,562.5 million US dollars.
Okay, about $5.5 billion. That's quite substantial.
It is. And looking forward, the projection is for it to hit 7,554.3 million by 2032.
Wow, okay, so it's
Machines. It's a critical area if you're involved anywhere in manufacturing or the supply chains around it.
that's a really significant leap. And it's not just a blip, is it? There's a growth rate mentioned,
Yes, the compound annual growth rate, the CAGR, it's pegged at 3.9%.
3.9%. So think of that like the average yearly growth, steady expansion over the next decade or so.
Exactly. A 3.9% DEGI shows consistent, quite considerable expansion. And what's really interesting is digging into why. What's driving it?
Right.
Well, the study points squarely at rising demand from those industries we mentioned. Automotive, aerospace, construction, shipbuilding, manufacturing.
You can picture it, right? The frame of a car, the structure of a building.
Hydraulic systems and machinery, pipelines, transportation infrastructure, it all needs precise bending.
Yeah, it's one of those foundational processes you just don't think about. You see the finished product, not the bending that went into it.
And technology is the other huge piece of the puzzle here.
Of course. What kind of tech?
Well, advancements are a major catalyst. We're talking CNC-controlled machines.
Computer numerical control, right? So precise programming.
Exactly. More and more automation, naturally. And the rise of things like electric servo-driven systems.
And these aren't just fancy terms. They mean real benefit.
Oh, absolutely. Better efficiency in production, much less wasted material, which is huge.
Cost savings there.
And incredibly high precision in the bends. Plus, often they're more energy efficient, more environmentally friendly, which is increasingly important.
Makes total sense. Automation is everywhere, so no surprise it's a key driver here in manufacturing and construction, the study says.
Yes, specifically calls out both. There's real pressure to adopt these techs to stay competitive.
Any specific examples jumping out?
Yeah, there's one from September 2023. Amobi introduced a next-gen CNC tube bender with AI integrated.
AI. Okay, how does that help?
Well, it reduces the need for manual input, makes the whole operation more efficient. It's not just about speed, but also about enabling more complex bends, things that were maybe impossible manually.
Right, a real signpost for the future direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the current picture of the drivers. Let's dig into the key trends. We know the value, but what specific factors are shaping where this market's going?
Okay, trends. Well, again, that demand for high-precision bending is crucial, especially in sectors like oil and gas.
Complex pipe networks there?
Exactly. And HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, intricate ductwork, and big infrastructure projects. Accuracy is just non-negotiable.
Totally. And you mentioned the bending technology itself is shifting.
Yes, definitely. There's a growing move towards electromechanical and hydraulic bending technologies.
Why those specifically?
Higher productivity, better accuracy, and really important for the bottom line, lower maintenance costs compared to older systems.
The total cost of ownership angle. Smart.
Yeah. Businesses are looking at the long game.
And is this market also seeing that broader digital transformation, Industry 4.0 stuff?
Oh, for sure. It's becoming much more common. Things like IoT monitoring.
Internet of Things, so sensors collecting data.
Right. Real-time data on machine performance, maybe predicting failures before they happen, and more robotic bending applications too, automating even further.
Bringing a new level of efficiency, maybe tighter quality control.
Potentially, yes, to the factory floor.
Fascinating. Now, this study also looks at regions, right? Where's the main action happening, geographically speaking?
Yeah, good question. In 2024, Asia Pacific was the leader, held about 40% of the global market.
40%. Wow. What's driving that dominance?
Mostly the huge expansion in construction and automotive across the region, plus big infrastructure investments, particularly China, India, Japan.
Makes sense, given the scale of development there. What about elsewhere?
North America is next, with around 30%. High demand there, especially aerospace and defense. They need incredible precision.
And probably early adopters of new tech.
Definitely. Tech advancements, automated solutions are key there. North America's still a hotbed for innovation in this space.
Okay. And Europe.
Europe's got about 22%. Strong in mechanical engineering, big industrial manufacturing base keeping demand steady.
So a diverse picture, but Asia Pacific is clearly out front for now.
Until now, yes.
And looking ahead, this growth isn't expected to slow down.
No, the expectation is sustained growth. Key factors underpinning that are continued adoption of automation, ongoing improvements in electric drive tech.
More efficiency, maybe?
Yes. And that increasing integration of AI we mentioned earlier, all pushing towards greater efficiency, precision, productivity.
Okay. Market size, trends, regions. Check. What about the companies actually in this space? It sounds competitive.
Oh, intensely competitive. With this kind of market size and growth, you'd expect it.
So who are the big players, according to the report?
The study identifies leaders like BLM, GRUP, Pneumaliance, and Electro-Pneumatics.
Good. And
And their market shares in 2024 were really close. BLM GRUP had 6.15%, Pneumaliance right behind at 6.10%, Electro-Pneumatics at 5.24%.
Wow, that is tight at the top. Less than 0.1% between first and second.
Exactly. It shows how fierce the competition is.
So what are they doing to stay ahead? Just racing on tech.
Well, yeah, R&D is crucial. The study says they're constantly investing, pushing for better precision, more automation, higher overall efficiency, trying to offer the most cost-effective advanced solutions.
Meeting those evolving customer demands.
Right, but it's not just internal R&D.
Oh, okay. What else?
Strategic moves are important too. Collaborations, partnerships with other tech providers, and mergers and acquisition.
M&A, right. To expand reach, grab new tech, consolidate.
Exactly. It's a way to quickly gain access to new markets or technologies and strengthen their position globally.
So a very dynamic landscape.
Yep.
And likely to get even more intense.
That's the expectation. The study anticipates competition heating up further in 2025, especially in emerging markets where demand for automated solutions is really taking off.
Makes sense. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. How significant are these bending machines in the overall metal forming equipment market?
That's a really interesting point in the study. As of 2024, pipe and tube bending machines accounted for 55% of that total market.
55%.
Yeah,
More than half. That really underlines how critical they are.
absolutely. And it's projected to grow even further, maybe reaching 57% by 2025.
So their importance actually increasing. Is one type of machine driving this dominance?
Yes, CNC-based machines are definitely leading the charge, primarily because of their automation capabilities and the consistency they offer.
Repeatability, precision.
Exactly. That's becoming non-negotiable to meet quality standards in demanding industries.
And this all ties back to those bigger trends we discussed. Industry 4.0, robotics.
Precisely. It's a convergence. Industry 4.0 adoption, robotics integration, the demand for lightweight, high-strength tubing, it all boosts the prominence of these sophisticated bending machines.
So automated solutions are clearly becoming the go-to for efficiency, quality, cost-effectiveness. Makes perfect sense in today's world. Okay, let's dive deeper now into the specific tech trends and advancements, really pushing the envelope. What are the game changers?
Well, the study really highlights the transformative impact of advanced automation, AI, and the whole shift towards digital manufacturing.
Oh.
AI control systems, for example, allow machines to be more intelligent, adaptive, self-correcting in real time.
Wow.
Robotic automation streamlines the handling, the bending itself, faster cycles, fewer manual errors.
And the real-time monitoring.
Gives you invaluable data for process optimization, predictive maintenance, better quality control.
And it's not just the software, Right. Advances in the bending tech itself. You mentioned hybrid bending,
Yes, hybrid bending technology. It combines different bending methods in one machine.
making it more versatile.
Exactly. Really useful for complex geometries. Lets manufacturers handle more designs with one piece of equipment. Boosts efficiency, reduces setups.
Sounds like a big advantage for flexibility and maybe cost. The report had specific company examples from 2023, right?
It did. BLM Group P's AI-powered CNC bender focused on accuracy and waste reduction through that adaptive control.
Okay.
Noom Alliance had an advanced electric server-driven system, big emphasis on energy efficiency and precision.
Green and accurate.
Yeah. And Electro-Pneumatics integrated IoT sensors, enabling predictive maintenance, remote diagnostics. Really key for minimizing that costly downtime.
There are great concrete examples of these trends in action. It's not just theory. And the regional dynamics we saw earlier, they reflect this tech adoption too.
Absolutely. That rapid growth in Asia-Pacific, 38% share in 24, projected 41% by 25, that impressive 8.5% CAGR, it's heavily driven by this push for tech. China, India, South Korea investing heavily in automation and precision engineering.
And North America, while maybe not the fastest growth, is still a major player in the innovation race.
Definitely. With its 30% share, it's crucial. Strong early adoption of advanced manufacturing, high demand for ultra-precise solutions, especially aerospace and defense, it's still a major innovation hub.
So it really feels like high-tech precision manufacturing coupled with these ongoing tech advancements. That's the big opportunity going forward.
Precisely. The trajectory is clearly linked to that growing need for precision across industries and the big push towards automation globally.
And this need isn't just abstract, is it? It's driven by requirements in automotive, aerospace, construction, energy.
Exactly. Where accurate bends are absolutely critical for structural integrity, safety, efficiency, you can't compromise. And as companies embrace smart manufacturing, Industry 4.0, these automated CNC machines become essential to stay competitive.
The report also mentioned a specific opportunity around energy-efficient and ultra-high precision solutions. Where's that most needed?
Particularly in automotive and aerospace. Cars need lighter, durable components for fuel efficiency requires advanced bending.
Right, lightweighting.
And aerospace tolerances are just incredibly tight, demands the absolute highest precision for safety and performance.
And broader trends like sustainability are playing a role, too.
Oh, absolutely. The push for sustainability, reducing carbon footprints, it's encouraging investment in eco-friendly bending solutions, ones that minimize waste, use less energy.
Aligns with global goals. And probably saves money, too.
Often, yes. And we shouldn't forget the construction industry's constant demand.
Still a huge consumer.
Definitely. Infrastructure projects globally, bridges, buildings, stadiums, all rely heavily on precisely bent metal structures.
And robotics seems key to unlocking these future opportunities. What are the main advantages there?
Robotic automation brings faster production, higher accuracy, lower labor costs. Plus, integrating smart sensors and AI allows for real-time monitoring, predictive maintenance, better quality control.
Fewer defects?
Exactly. It's a positive feedback loop. Tech enables opportunities, which drives more tech development.
Okay. But it can't all be smooth sailing. Every market has hurdles. What are the main challenges here?
The study points out several. One big one is the high initial investment for these advanced CNC and automated machines.
The upfront cost.
Yeah, it can be a major barrier, especially for smaller companies, SMEs. They might struggle to afford the latest tech.
Limits adoption for some. What else?
Operational complexity. These machines are sophisticated. You need skilled workers to operate and maintain them effectively.
The skills gap challenge.
Exactly. Finding people with the right expertise can be tough in some places, hindering optimal use of the machines.
So it's not just buying it. You need the people, too. What about ongoing costs?
Maintenance and operational costs are significant. Regular servicing, calibration for accuracy, replacing parts like hydraulics or control units, it adds up.
And downtime.
Downtime is a killer. Unexpected failures mean lost production, financial losses, especially in high-volume settings.
Absolutely. Any external economic factors?
Yes, raw material price fluctuations. Steel, aluminum. If their prices swing wildly, it impacts production costs and profit margins for manufacturers using these machines.
Makes sense. And finally, environmental concerns. Always a factor now.
Increasingly so. Bending generates heat, produces waste like metal scraps, lubricants. There's growing pressure for better waste management, more energy efficiency.
So stricter regulations.
Exactly. Governments worldwide are tightening rules on emissions, waste. Manufacturers have to invest in sustainable tech and practices.
So yes, significant opportunities, but real challenges too. Costs, skills, maintenance, materials, environment. Companies need to navigate those carefully.
Looking further out then, what's next? What future developments can we expect? The future looks really dynamic. Expect a continued focus on next-gen machines, even more efficient, more precise, more automated.
Any examples?
Well, the study mentions AMOB's 2024 introduction of the CH350 tube bender as an example, significantly enhanced capabilities and accuracy over older models. It's a continuous evolution,
And Industry 4.0's role will just keep growing.
undoubtedly pivotal. Deeper integration of IoT sensors, more robust cloud connectivity for data analytics, more sophisticated AI controls,
Speaking to.
more optimized production, better real-time monitoring, further reductions in that costly downtime.
And materials. Will machines handle new stuff?
Yes, advances in materials science mean machines will likely handle a wider range high-strength alloys, composites.
Opening up applications in aerospace, renewable,
Exactly, wherever advanced materials are needed.
and robotics. More collaboration.
Yes, expect wider adoption of cobots, collaborative robots, designed to work safely alongside humans, streamlining operations, improving safety and ergonomics. It's about effective human-machine collaboration.
Okay, so pulling it all together from this deep dive, it seems like this market's seeing steady, significant growth,
Mm-hmm.
driven by diverse industry needs and constant tech advancements, big opportunities in automation, precision, especially with Industry 4.0 and sustainability pushes,
Definitely.
but also real challenges around cost, skills, maintenance, and environmental pressures that need managing.
That sums it up well. We've seen the rise of CNC and AI, electric and hybrid machines, and that crucial trend towards sustainability.
So next time you look at, well, almost anything manufactured or the infrastructure around you,
Yeah.
maybe pause and consider the unseen role of these bending machines.
Yeah, they're hidden but essential.
Their evolution isn't just shaping manufacturing, is it? It's potentially influencing design, efficiency, even sustainability efforts. Makes you wonder, what other seemingly niche areas have such a surprisingly big impact on our world?
It's a good question.
Definitely something to think about. We really hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights into this really important part of the global manufacturing picture.